What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy, Pastor Hank Tyrone from the 404, coming to you live and direct from my technical channel called Cisco Collaboration Hank LLC. This is a future sole proprietorship for profit website that I'll be using with my business, but for now we're going to be streaming and using our tools of study to really focus on education. So now I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share my screen here. I'm using my brand new computer, so I get a chance to actually see how this works with the technology that I have. I'm right now studying for multiple exams, and I'm going to now show you the electronic version of all the textbooks that I physically have. I had to go through and get what's called digital purchases with a voucher, and now you'll be able to see a little bit of that at disposal. Something's wrong. Remove that. Hit share. Stop screen. Share screen. Okay, I shared the wrong actual page. All right, go over here, click it. Now see the screen, and here is my screen. I'll just pull this up so you see it bigger. Beautiful. So this is called CISCOpress.com, and this is my account. And these are different books that I have bought. We have registered products and digital purchases. Digital purchases are what we call the e-books, electronic books, which is a great way when you have a laptop to take things with you across the world and not have to carry these heavy 50-pound books. When you got all the books, it could be 25, 30 pounds of a textbook. But the books are very important. Why? Because when you're working at home and you need to see the book, you got it right in front of you. So it's kind of like I'm using both tools, right? I'm using the paper and I'm using the electronic TV. Sometimes you like looking at a screen. Sometimes you like actually having a physical book in your hand. What I want to talk about right now is the CCNA book. The CCNA book is the book that I think we have to focus on because it's been not used for many years. And you're going to forget most of this stuff, we know. But just to be able to say I passed that exam is imperative. And then, of course, I got the ability to go back and study. So we have the CCNA. Let's hit the zoom button because I have big screen. So let's get to 100 and about 80. There we go. So now that screen looks better, yeah. So we got the CCNA 200 E100 book. And I just bought that. And we have the quote-unquote 200 cert guide. So with that, we get what's called the PDF, the EMOB, the refresh. And I have to download these in order to save them in a folder. So let's first pull up that folder. And these are the folders that I have. I'm going to download the two versions. We call the EMOB, or the EPUB, and then also the PDF, which allows me to be able to connect this to my engine. We have an actual engine called the Pearson Review engine right here. And so we're going to connect that in a minute. So let's first download this. Just click it, and we name it after we select the folder. So we go to Documents, find that folder, and we name it. It's called the EPUB. So I like to not name the textbook, but you could name the textbook. That textbook has what's called an ISDN number. But I'm going to go specifically by the title, 200-301, until they change it again in about 4 years. And this will be Vol 1. And I have, of course, the actual ISDN, which then definitely locks in that book, right? You can find any book in the world when you have the International Sales Book Number, or the ISBN. And then we download the next one. Do the same thing. This is CCNA version 2. Why they pick these numbers, I don't know. Because the last one, it was named something else. Then we do the same thing again for the PDF. So it gives us two versions. Right now, let's talk specifically what our future really holds. Right now, we're in trouble. We got negative feedback from work, and which I unfortunately don't believe, but makes me hate the job, and it's kind of the emphasis for me getting out of there. But I don't have a new job. So what I have to do is I have to prepare for the interview by passing the job. So now, all that's been saved, and now we go to the test engine. So I've already done this earlier before I press play to install the volume 1 and volume 2. So I double click this. It automatically opens up all the chapters. And I'm going to now just pick, as you can see, there's over many chapters. Plus they have appendices. So I'm going to do introduction to networking, and I'm going to see if I can turn off all the checks. So you got to manually go down there and uncheck every area until we get to we want. I love that because it makes you focus on one section, one chapter at a time. Take that big ass book. So let's be realistic. The CCNA book is at least a year by itself. But I have a job in CISCO telephony, so I don't have a year to study. I got to get a job in CISCO telephony while I'm working on backtracking to things like that. So for me, it's most important, I would probably say, is routing. Learn how to do routing. So we're going to select part 5, right? And then we got a couple things. We got remember these exam settings. I have to click that. That locks that in. And basically, we have a stop test, and you can change that. The normal test is an hour and 20 minutes. We're not taking up 1 hour and 20 minutes at a time. We're doing 30 minutes. And after that, order by objective, randomized question, and then that's it. After that, we hit remember these settings, to lock the settings in, and then we press that. Now here's the situation. We have volumes. We have exam 1, exam 2, and review. So I'm going to turn off exam 2. Just do exam 1. Just take one exam at a time. And then there's book questions, part review questions, and then it's so on. So I want the rest. Make sure we save it again, lock it in, press start, and then boom, here's our first question. There's 20 of them. We got 29 minutes. See up at the right, the clock is ticking to tell you exactly how much time you got. And that looks pretty good on the screen. I can probably pull some down. And that pulls us a full situation. This is kind of what our tests are like. You know, so what I would do, because it's an appendix, I would have to go to the back of the book, find that appendix, and then start reading. So this is kind of where we are. So it's after page 29, and there's appendix, and they have do I know questions. So let's see. A lot of stuff you know, this is about routing. So I'm looking clear. Let's see where this be. This will be part 5, starting on chapter 15. So this is chapter 15 area, based on the contents at a glance. So chapter 15, 16, 17, and 18 is like the biggest meat of the CISCO CCNA. And then OSPF is 19, 20, and 21. IP version 6, 22 through 25 chapter. Wireless LANs is, of course, the Wi-Fi. That's from chapter 26, 29. All right, so now, question is they give you a topology. You need to have 3 minutes per question. So, clock is counting down. I'm going to pause because I'm like, listen, this is study time. We're not in a rush. We're not nowhere near prepared to take a test, right? So just look at the design. Now, goal is to learn the design. We're far from that. I would probably say we need to start at chapter 1 and just kind of start from scratch. But I just want to just set up the book. So right now we're gonna pick the answer, and it's gonna tell you who the answer choices are. Most of these test questions provide 2 answers. You must pick 2 always. Always pick 2. All right. So then after that, you go down to the bottom and you can read if there's any deeper question. You can read it. So what I do is I'll mark this by going to the top. Let me know that I got to mark. Go to the next question. Here's the next one. Do your diagram. They ask you the question. Based on the exhibit, which answer best describes whether the PCs will be able to send packets back and forth to each other, and why? Yes or no, and then why? Don't know the answer? Answer it. And it breaks down the large paragraph of why that you must understand. So as you can see, I answered incorrect because I didn't choose. And that's okay. Go to the next one. Next one. This basically is a question of IP routes and IP addressing and stuff like that. So at this moment, I don't see that. So I'm going to now exit. Hit the home button. Leave this exam. All right, go back. And I'm going to now turn off this volume 1, part 5. Right? And I'm going to go up to the top. And I'm going to basically, I'm going to try introduction to networking. And I'm going to try command line interface. Remember those settings. And then I'm going to now hit the button. And I'm going to remember, save it again. Hit start. And now here comes the question. And these are base questions. What type of memory is used to store configuration used by the switch? Out of 16 questions. When the switch is up and working. Is it flash? Is it ROM? Is it RAM? Is it bubble? Is it MRAM? Ooh, good question. I don't know the answer. So the answer is RAM. That's the answer. Mark that. But that's a really good test question. Should be an easy one, but I didn't know it. Next one. In what modes can you type show a MAC address table command, the show MAC address hyphen table, and to get a response? And there's 2 answers. There's 2 answers. I don't know the answers. User mode and enable mode. So that right there lets you know. Alright, so it looks like that one does not. One of these questions will have sometime a link to the textbook. Once I find that link, I can then connect the EPUB. Alright, number 3. So as you see, this is a really good test question right here for your job. This is command line interface, and that's why I selected a chapter command line interface, because I have to work on that. I also have my bosun. So let's pull up bosun. So in bosun, this is my bosun. And here's where we can work on labs. So right now I'm in the version 13.17, and there's the CCNA 200, 300 network fundamentals lab, and I have all access to all of this. So I have access to everything, except I don't have access to Encore. But I got everything. But that's the enterprise level 2. So for example, telnet and switch and router basics, I can get all into that, and that's what I gotta do. All right. And also I have bought, which is called the CCNA routing and switching simulator, which is old. And let me see if I actually installed that. I may not have that. Don't have that, no. So I'm gonna now buy it. So I want to let you see me buy it, because there's discounts that I have from buying stuff off of this website. So go up here, click CNA, and we want to get the software. And there it is, by Sean Wilkins. They just created it. It's a copy of what I have from 5 years ago. It costs $127, but I get a discount. So I'm going to and here's the software download version. This is what I want. So this allows me to, instead of them sending me the packet or the actual CD, I get the downloader. So I click this. Right? Alright, I had to set that up. I don't use Microsoft Edge. And then I go down, now it's $87, but guess what? I get a discount. I get another discount. Uh-oh. $87.99. So I paid using PayPal. And this will then allow me to pay for this. So if I go and look in a minute, I probably spend about $200, but I've got all the technology and videos needed for me to have access to all these tools. So now that I got a new computer, all I need is a job so I can pay my bills, and all I gotta do is sit right here and study. But $87 for this will last you 5 years. And then I also, in a second, once it's done, will open up another Cisco press. I have two of them, so 2 tabs. And with my new computer, I should have plenty of RAM to be able to play. And so I have what we call products down here, and we call them registered products. And there it is. Just bought it just a second ago. So we're going to click on this, and it's the complete video by yours truly. I should be able to have that. I've already bought it, so it should be able to play. Yeah, why did I do that? I just bought it. I've already bought it, so why did it not play? Oh, okay, there it is, right there. So you have to, and then you have to put the practice. Oh, I forgot the practice tape. You got to copy this. I shouldn't be showing you all this, but you don't have the tools. Let me turn this off. And let me install this to my Pearson view. Go back home. So I get an access, and let me archive that. And so now it's going to archive. And so now I'll be able to, 4 different ways of study. Pearson, Bolson, Pearson. And of course, KW Train, which you go up here, KW Train. You got access there. And you got Voice Boot Camp. Reminds me that they got new stuff. Studio CVP call Studio Scripting, do-it-yourself kit. They got new stuff there. Reminds me to go to my other laptop, and so. If I'm correct, the order receipt is done. Yep, boom. All right. So that has been hit to my PayPal. I can access this on the account page. Let's go to the account. And I've already updated that. Now we're going to download and we have to put that code in. So copy that. We're going to download the software. And that's a WinZip. And I'll download it. And I love this because now I don't have to wait for a CD to come my way. It's instantaneous. You buy it, download it, boom. Damn, there we go. So now we're going to open this up. Alright, we're going to basically we got to extract it there, and there it is. Double click on that, ask for running, installs the file, and I have to put the passcode in. This video is definitely seen, but listen, you got to buy all that stuff. Anybody that watches this got to buy all that, and unfortunately you can't use people's access code twice and stuff. So let me turn that off. And just in case somebody wants to rip me off and try to steal from me. 1 second. What's going on with the page? Is it done? I don't see anything. Beautiful. And there's the course package. This is all you bought. Beautiful. And this is what happens if you don't pass. It just breaks down your failure. Good job. Yep. And that was yeah. So we'll come back. But what's going on with the program? I just wait for. My goal is to also look at the form of the CPU while I'm doing everything. I'm checking, make sure the CPU. Oh. You got to extract that. There you go. So you saw that? You had to extract. Alright, now I can double click. Now I can run it and install it. Give it a couple seconds. Do all that. It's doing the install now. Onto my Windows 11 computer. Looking at my CPU, my GPU. Looking pretty good. GPU 0 and GPU 1 is looking good. Beautiful. Very important to take a screenshot of that. Hey, yeah, you had problems last time with it, remember? Yeah. Oh yeah. With the old version. Well, I got the old version over here, and all I gotta do is log in, put my ID in. And it should be Ranger. Same password I've had forever. We'll double check. There we go. Okay, that one's not working. Oh, okay. We're not gonna use the one I have, and that's the CISCO Press. Hello, Mama. Sorry that I did a good job. Copying, almost done. Copying the access code. What y'all doing? But they want to stole on over there. Relaxies. Father, we thank you that all this work, and we're talking about 3 years, because I bought a lot of this stuff 3 years ago when I wasn't using it, because I was trying my best to do my everyday job, because every job was always different. God was not, you weren't giving me favor in that. It's okay. I put this on credit card, and I'm glad I bought that laptop. Especially a poor guy like me. Because I deserved it. What's frustrating again? Yeah. Okay. I can't put it there. It's a good try. I tried to place it in 2 times inside of my my CC programs 86. That photo won't let me do it. So I got to put it in a different drive. We'll have to create a new drive. 1 second. Take a little bit of time, but almost done. $89 for $159 product. I'm really excited because most people wouldn't even read the book. They try to like this that black guy I was talking to. They want to learn all kind of shit and they want to go the short fucking cut way. There's no damn shortcuts, brother. You gotta go the hard way. You gotta go the long way. You gotta buy the documents. You gotta buy it. That's why I got all the textbooks. I wasn't trying to fucking do the shortcut way. Okay, so we have this put into the C drive. Okay. Lesson learned. Pearson wants to go in the C drive. Try to learn. Alright, so like I said, we got 25 chapters. We ain't gonna study all that today. We got a long way to go. But I'm gonna jump from the CCNA to the Cisco collab phone to the routers to my call manager version 12 on my vSphere. I will say this, my server is stable. My vSphere server is stable. I have call manager up. I just don't have any phones connected, so I've got to get that done. I got to get to that part where I have phones connected and I can work on building up the call manager, stuff like that. Because someone just beat me. Did I hear a beep? No. Yeah, let me check my computer. See if I got any message from Jeff. Because again, I'm on call, but the bottom line is that doesn't, it didn't say that you had to be on what's called it, be green. So the chat, looking at the sites, looking at everything. Cut, okay. Today was chess base. Well, I forgot about chess base. I got a subscription, right? An annual subscription to play chess, and I haven't played it. So we got to open up chess base. www.chessbase.com. And we got to log in. We got to agree and continue. And we got to actually install that stuff because there's a stuff we have to install. So we log in and yeah, good. And there's my login stuff right there. And we got interactive chess videos right there. And basically, you can learn about different stuff. Oh, no, I'm not buying that. They want to sell that to you. No. Okay. Videos. Yeah, very, very amazing video. From the middle game to the end game. Opening, middle game, end game. Alright, so almost done. Alright, so I got my phone. I have the alarm on the phone, so if there's any problems, I'd hear that alarm. I definitely pray I don't get on calls during the weekend or weeknight. Beautiful. All right, welcome to the document. We need to make sure, because we have downloaded this, that we put this folder into a subfolder. There we go. So error 4. I need to copy this and move this. Yeah, on the documents. Okay. So this is skill builders, subnetting, configuration, troubleshooting. Just like the old things. And they break it down by lab or by chapter. We can go by chapter. Volume 1. It's pretty much what goes line upon line with the textbook, right? But then we're not done yet. Because they can't hit me for a copyright, because what I'm about to play comes from Cisco Press. And why would Cisco Press? I mean, they could put a copyright claim, because I am putting out Cisco Press. So maybe I should not watch Kevin Wallace, because it could be a Cisco Press strike, right? So we have to be very careful. It looks like my Wi-Fi router connection is unstable there. That's not good. So that's the lesson learned. We need to plug in a LAN. So one moment, then we'll get that LAN cable. That's to learn about the wide router. I'm pretty far away from the router. I gotta have to go get the cables. Another cable. Let's see. Thought I had bought me a nice 20-foot cable over here where I can run from the router. Yeah, you did. You bought a cable you can run from the router back over to the my computer, my Cisco router from my computer router. Yeah, long wire cable. So we'll find that Cat 40, Cat 5 cable. Plug that in, and that'll give me perfect Wi-Fi. Because right now, this computer will stay over here. It's not going anywhere. Nope. Stay over here. It's my computer, and it's got to stay over here. So. Always being consumed. I'm backing up. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to hit you. Not like that. Okay. It looks like I took that cable gone because it's not there no more. Alright, so we got to now. We got to get all this. We got to spray this. Yeah. I should have never put bait near my router. That was the most dumbest thing in the world. Now they got to spray insect killer. That'll kill roaches too. Because I've attacked the roaches two different ways. One, when I killed their babies with that insecticide, maybe kill them, but the roaches don't die. So you gotta have two things. You gotta have kill their babies, but you also have to kill them too. Alright, so we're gonna go in the bedroom. We're gonna pull the Cat 5 cable and then roll it up, run the Cat 5 cable around the wall and the front door so that I don't trip. It's going to be kind of hard to do. I was going to order some food, but I haven't ordered anything yet. So we'll stop recording the live stream and I'll go find me a Cat 5 cable. I don't want to take the one from the other room because the problem is the Wi-Fi router can't get these metal walls. I'll be staying here for another year. Ooh. You might throw this away. Because, ooh. No, because you can still use that piece. And you can switch. Alright. We're going to play a little airplane game, man. Gotta have a little time to take a little stress off our life. It's so hard sometimes to just be all about flying, about what's going on in life, and you realize, man, death is happening every day.